Hello everyone, my name is Clint, otherwise known as Mr.Clintastik, preparing to jump into a ranked draft of Throne of Eldraine on MTGA Arena. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to like and subscribe to help my channel grow in the future. Alright, let's jump right in. So here's an Embercleave, a 6-drop legendary artifact with flash. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. When Embercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets 1/1 and has double strike and trample. Equip 3 in red. It's a really solid card. Really solid. Like earlier today it beat me, but I don't really want to build around that card, honestly. So I think my pick here, Thunderous Snapper, isn't bad. It's just a 4-drop 4/4 in green that has, you know, an additional ability. I'm gonna choose it over the Fierce Witch Stalker. I don't really see anything else in the pack I care about. I'm not really wanting to build around Animating Fairy. We'll see. I'm gonna grab the Snapper and see what happens. There's Vantress Paladin. I really like that. There's Edgewall Innkeeper. 1-drop whenever you cast a creature that has an adventure draw card. That could be pretty potent, especially if we get a lot of adventure creatures. But personally, I just want to get this Wildwood Tracker. I feel like it just attacks strong. I'm not really wanting to build around Edgewall Innkeeper today. Now things are looking kind of shaky. There's Deathless Knight. It keeps us in green. It has haste, 4/2. There's Merrileaf Rider. There's Searing Barrage, if we want to go red-green. Trapped in the Tower. Here, I guess I'm gonna go with the Merrileaf Rider. I'm gonna try to stick with green and see what happens. Like, we're not really seeing what we need for a green deck to come together, so we might have to branch off into an alternative color, which is okay. There's Ember's Shieldbreaker if you want to still consider red-green. There's Curious Pair, which I like the card. There's also Searing Barrage. I feel like that card's pretty expensive. You know, even getting the Adamant off is really good. You get to deal 3 extra damage to him, but it's still an expensive spell. I would want to grab this if I knew I was going to be in red. I'm just going to grab the Curious Pair. Ugh. This draft is looking kind of shaky. We're not really getting any, you know, aggression, or I guess we're getting some decent early game creatures, but I like seeing like some Ginger Brutes or something for this kind of build. I'm gonna grab the Tall as a Beanstalk just in case. So pack 1 is looking kind of unexciting. Oh, yeah, that's how I really started off KSAT, is watching, you know, other people draft to at least kind of get the gist of it, you know. I feel like everybody kind of has their own way of doing it, but knowledge is power. Like, even seeing how some of my opponents play against me, I feel like it's, you know, really important for me to learn from that instead of just being like, oh, it's variance or draw or something. Do I really consider going a second color right now? If I go a second color, I guess maybe I consider white. You get a first strike creature. Oh my gosh. There's another Marrowleaf Rotter. I guess I'm gonna grab it. I don't know how we're gonna keep these alive. They're only 1 toughness. I'm not sold on Wandermare personally. I might be wrong on these Tallest of Beanstalks, but if we can pick up some 2 or 3 Gingerbreads, we'll be in business, honestly. We're set up for it. Guess I'll grab Fling. Never know what'll happen. I like Weaselback Redcat, but Hingewalker I think will go well in this deck. I grab a 7 Dwarves. I've had a pretty decent 7 Dwarves deck. See how it goes. You know, if I get 2 or 3 of them, I'll go into red. Okay. Here we get a little action. I'm kind of regretting not picking up those Searing Barrages, honestly, and audibling into red, because I'm looking really low on pumps and removal. Like here, I could just pick up Lovestruck Beast, but it's not always guaranteed to be able to block. I mean, to be able to attack. But I'm gonna pick it up here. I wouldn't mind having this Marrowleaf Pixie either, but we want a bomb or something. We need something fun in the deck. I love Rosethorn Halberd, but I don't feel like we have enough of the early game creatures to really warrant grabbing that at the moment. Someone really messed me up with this Flaxen Intruder in I think it was actually my last draft. They were able to do a lot of work with this card once they got that adventure off for 7. I know it's 7, but my goodness, that was painful the way they had it set up. I think they had 2 of them. So like they got the adventure off, then played the creature, attacked in, killed my Gingerbread. It was vicious. And it's a 1/2. I'm gonna grab it here. I kind of want that Fierce Witch Stalker, but we are light on early game creatures. Really light on early game creatures. I guess not completely light, but I mean like 1-drops. Like with the green deck, you do want to have 1-drops for like your halberds and things. There's Keeper of the Fables and Garenbrig Paladin, both of which I want, but I have to go with the removal here. I'm just really light. I'm gonna put these Beanstalks in the side for now. There's another Outmuscle. Kind of gotta grab it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab another one. It might be our key to victory, honestly. Do we want to run black for the Savvy Hunter? I don't think so. I'm gonna just grab this Pump on the Body. Another Marrowleaf Rotter. I doubt I play Wolf's Quarry. It does produce a lot of food though. I could grab that 7 Dwarves just for kicks, but I'm gonna grab the Spider to be responsible. I'm gonna grab the Halberd here. Garenbrig Paladin came around. Winning. Curious Pair. Doubt I play Quarry. Alright. That pack went way better than the previous one. This pack isn't bad. It has a couple things, like I could just grab this Baked in the Pie But I think I'm gonna be mono green here. I'm gonna try to be at least. I'm gonna grab this paladin over the spinning wheel. I don't want to just spin my wheels. I can't believe we haven't seen a single ginger brute. A single one. I'm gonna grab Scalding Cauldron. So we have 2 Garenbrig Paladins at the moment. So we're only going to get like a couple, you know, maybe a couple draws off the snappers. But I'm going to grab another one anyways. It's just a pretty potent card. There's another Cauldron. I really want it, but I think the out muscles will help us out. Help us with the removal aspect. Don't know if I want to run Fell the Pheasant. There's a Gingerbread Cabin. But there's also an Insatiable Appetite. I gotta go with it. I wouldn't mind having... Oh my gosh. Did we pass the Gingerbread earlier? There's a 2-Unveiled Tree Folk as well. We only have 1 Halberd. Maybe we go for the longer game. We just didn't... I don't think we got enough Gingerbreads to warrant just grabbing it here because it's good. I'm gonna grab the 2-Unveiled Tree Folk. Maybe it'll power up these Thunderous Snappers. Guess there's no reason not to get the uncommon here. Nah, I don't think Paladin's where we're gonna be. I think we'll want to have Fell the Pheasant for Paladin. So we're at 25 cards now. What would I be taking out at the moment? Probably the Squire. Would I want to take out a Curious Pair? They're 1/3s. Are we just trying to get in with the Marrowleaf Riders? I'm gonna grab the other 2-Unveiled Tree Folk. I want some power in this deck. I want to finish off strong. I wouldn't mind having another trick, but you can't trick up creatures that aren't there. Alright. So we just gotta get rid of 2 cards here. And I think that's gonna be Curious Pair. It could be Hingewalker, but I think this deck we want to have as much power as possible. To be able to just beat in. Use our out muscles to kind of like remove our problems. And then use these big creatures to draw cards off Thunderous Snapper. And yeah. Okay, let's jump into match 1. I wouldn't have minded if one more Insatiable Appetite would have came around, but it just didn't. Oh, thank you, KSAT, for following. I really appreciate it too. Really appreciate it. Okay, we get a turn 1 into a turn 2 and get to push forward. I'm not gonna hold up Flaxen Intruder just waiting on 7 mana. Okay, they didn't even have a turn 1, so we're just gonna swing in with the Intruder. Drop. Uh-oh. No. Drop the Marrowleaf Rider. So we're swinging in for 4 next turn. They could play something. We can pump past it. They didn't play anything. So We are just gonna swing in for 4 here. We're just gonna drop Heart's Desire and pass the turn. I mean, we're curving out really strong here in comparison to the opponent. Okay. There's Thunderous Snapper. We'll drop a land here. I'm just gonna get in with the Rider. I'm gonna drop the Snapper here. Say we get a land next turn, we'll be able to play Lovestruck Beast and hold up Insatiable Appetite, or play Paladin with the Snapper on the board and draw a card. Okay. Clockwork Servant. Okay. So I'm just gonna play the out muscle on the Alkalite. Just don't want them to have access to that mana anymore. Then we're just gonna swing in for 8. You know, smooth 8 damage. He could block the Rider, of course, but that's fine. Okay, he takes it. So we just get to Insatiable Appetite anything next turn and we win. He could gain life here, but I still don't think he can play through this aggression. Trapped in the tower. Okay. Okay. Still, though, I don't think that's going to stop us. Especially if he, like, taps out here. It's the beauty of it. That's just the beauty of it. That was phenomenal. Okay. Game 1 in the Platinum tier. Goes to Mono Green Good Stuff. Too easy. K-Sat. Nah, I think we had a really good opening hand, to curve out, and the opponent didn't play anything for like 4 turns. So, yeah. In the best of 1, you really can't sit there and try to set up too much in best of 1 unless you really you just know what you're gonna get, you know how you're gonna do it. This isn't impressive at all. I'm a mulligan it. It's not impressive. It's like... This really isn't that great either. And we got to put something back. I'm going to have to keep it though. I'm going to keep all my creatures actually. You know, if we can play Hingewalker on turn 3, maybe we'll be in good shape. If they don't play anything early game, we drew into a 2-drop. That's way better. They have a 2-drop as well. Golden egg. Okay. Okay. We're gonna swing in and see if they block. Okay. Drop Hinge Walker. Reeve So. Okay, hopefully they don't drop a creature here. If they play Forever Young for that one creature, I'm gonna be that'll be just funny. Alright, we need a land. We need a land and we can run out Paladin. But they have 4 cards. It could all be removal. Okay, they run Spectre Shriek. They get our Paladin. Okay. And we were definitely going to play it this turn. Oh, Lord. This seemed like one of those decks that will have that 6-drop blue-black flash creature that can get unblockable and draw you cards and things. Like, this just seems like one of those decks. I'm gonna try to target the Merrily Rider next turn. Ooh, maybe I don't have to. Let's swing in. Okay, let's try to play another creature. He could counter here. He knows we have both 2 Unveiled Tree Folks, and if he would, you know, like, say he gets rid of this creature while we're trying to put counters on it, that would be just horrible. Like, that's definitely a 2-for-1. But now we have 7 power on board all of a sudden. Okay. Now we can put these counters on here freely and attack for 5. Opt, okay. He went on and got rid of our Thunderous Snapper. That was smart. Scalding Cauldron, that can kill off this opponent, my goodness. Removal.deck. We're definitely dropping the 2 Unveiled Tree Folk. See if he has more removal. Eye Collector. Epic Downfall. Okay. Lucky Clover. Alright. We're just gonna drop 4-Cap Spider. And we're gonna put counters on it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to run out the 2 Unveiled Tree Folk. It worked. We gotta get in for attacks. He probably has Lash of Thorns or something. Are you serious? Okay. We made him play it. We made him play it. I figured he was running Forever Young, only had 1 creature. Are you kidding me? And he's gonna eat 6 damage there. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. That Reaper of the Night always gets me. Like, if I had a nemesis in Throne of Eldraine, like a personal arch enemy, it would be Reaper of Nights. There we go. Get rid of you. And we'll just swing in for 7. Since the opponent wants to be so aggressive. Yeah, yeah. They could have more removal. What's your last card, opponent? Last card was Reaper of Night. Okay. And I'm just gonna pass turn here. You need an answer, opponent. Hey! Okay. Okay. That opponent was scary. I'm sorry, like, I felt like they were one step ahead for so many turns. But we're able to get that W. And Merry Christmas, everybody. For those, you know, in the US. I don't know if other places celebrate it. But yeah, we've been having some really good games today. I don't know why it's taking so long to get into a game, but we're in the platinum tier and we're showing them a little something. Okay. Decent hand. Decent hand. Tracker. Okay, Ginger Brute from the opponent. And we can't do anything else for turns on end, so this is looking kind of nasty for us. I'm just glad they didn't really drop something threatening right there. It might have been important to even try to get Ginger Brute off the board, but I don't think it was going to go. Curious Pair. Okay. We have Hingewalker for turn 3 at least. It would have been nice to get a turn 2 creature though. Okay, we're playing against green-black food, clearly. Alright. Okay. This opponent isn't being overly aggressive, I don't think. I feel like we should be able to stabilize decently enough. Like next turn we could, you know, run out muscle on whatever they play, especially if it's something gassy or whatever. I'm not gonna say that again. That sounded horrible. Gassy. Alright, Ginger Brute, what you gonna do? I didn't even put any card sleeves on my deck. Nobody said anything. We're gonna see what happens here. Okay. Alright. I mean, obviously they could have a pump spell. They don't take out one creature. Most likely the Tracker, which is our 1-drop. Oh, okay. Take out the Hingewalker. That's fine. We can play Garen Break Paladin next turn into Twinveil Tree Folk into Outmuscle. Let's go. Let's go. And we can still swing in with the tracker. Oh yeah, that's a 5/5. I love Garen Break Paladin. It's so good. Like, it comes out as a 5/5 and it can't be blocked by a creature's power 2 or less. Like, oh my gosh, he's in trouble. Like, honestly, we could outmuscle next turn into Insatiable Appetite and maybe do him in. I'm not going to be... Like, if he holds up all these blockers, I'm just going to play the Tree Folk. It'll be okay. Okay. Oh, there's Thunderous Snapper. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing in here. Probably could have played, you know, Outmuscle and the Insatiable Appetite, but let's just see what he does. He does have open mana. He could just have like a Murderous Rider. Hurt my soul. So that makes it a 5. Yep. And now we get to drop Thunderous Snapper into Twinveil Tree Folk and draw a card. Like, we have the beasts. We have the ancient beasts, I'm telling you. Well, knights and giants and elves and... Okay, Tall's a Beanstalk. We can get rid of that next turn. No problems. Oh yeah, he loses next turn. Spiral, come on now. We're trying to play Magic. Scoop him up. Okay, okay. We are cruising and bruising today. Cruising and bruising. These opponents just aren't ready for these big creatures that we're curving into. They're answering the few early game creatures that's causing them some problems, and they're just like, oh, turn 4, a 4/4. When you know, whenever you play a 5-drop, you draw a card. Oh, let me get rid of that. Oh, the 5-drop. Yikes, the 6-drop. We haven't really gone against like a hyper aggressive deck against this either. Probably shouldn't have kept that hand. I was too busy talking. Definitely shouldn't have kept that hand. Talking all that noise, and we, oh lord, we didn't even get our 3-drop. And if they just have easy removal for our 5-drop, we're doomed. They're getting in so much damage on us. I definitely should have mulliganed that hand away. Yeah. So they get to swing in for 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can't come back out of that. This deck has to have some early game creatures, and we had nothing but a 5-drop and some support. Ugh. Pay attention to your opening hands, folks. Because granted, you know, the next hand might have been worse, but it could have been better. We'll never know. Yeah. That was the first loss of this draft, though, Plague. I just didn't mulligan like I should have. I'm gonna keep this one. But we're 3-1 right now, which ain't bad. This deck didn't really come out exactly how I wanted. Like, I wanted to have, you know, 3 or 4 Ginger Brutes or more. You know, some more Rose Thorn, some more 1-drop green creatures would have been really nice instead of these Marrowleaf Riders, but you gotta play with what you get, man. Rimrock Knight cannot block. That's the issue with Rimrock Knight. It cannot block. That's just... that's painful. And so next turn we can just play Out Muscle. I'm not going to block there. Yep. And we're going to swing in for 7. This is what we're wanting to be doing. Inbred Paladin. Okay. The opponent is really showing us he is not playing around. Yep. Now that's getting ate up. That was delicioso. I think that made up for that loss earlier. Okay, let's keep on rolling. Let's keep on rolling. Scalding Cauldron, that's good. We can drop Scalding Cauldron on turn 1 into Marrowleaf Rider. Playing the... This is a nemesis as well. Scrumptious. Yeah, that last game was scrumptious. Edgewall Innkeeper is kind of like... I don't usually pick it because I don't like to play that strategy, the adventure strategy. But when they play it against me, they wreck me. Every time. I'm not even gonna... And I probably should kill it next turn, but I feel like they know I'm gonna try to kill it and they're gonna hold up some protection for it. Oh! Whoa! How do you get the Cerberus dog? Got distracted there. Probably shouldn't be doing what I just did, but I'm gonna drop Snapper next turn anyways. They got the Cerberus dog. Oh, I cannot get away from them innkeepers. Nuisances. Oh man, I have been saying what's up, man. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it on this Christmas day. I've been streaming every morning. I start about 8 o'clock. I stream to about 10, 11. I run some drafts. I play some constructed. Chop it up. If you enjoy my content, hit that follow button. Come back again. Okay. Innkeeper. With the gasoline, man. I'm gonna just run out the spider. Hold up insatiable appetite. Hey, thanks, Plague. Man, I love discussing strategy. I have a YouTube, Mr.Clintastik MTG. Right now, it's just currently like videos of the stream, but soon, especially with the release of the new set, I'm gonna be doing like more in-depth discussion. In-depth discussion. I never had to say that before. In-depth discussions. So tune in for that. Streaming will really show you like some phrases that you've heard and seen that you've never had to use before in your life. Especially with some of these names like, oh no, they're gonna get rid of my snapper. Good thing I didn't pump that spider. They might have got rid of that. I'm gonna hold up. Today, today, Junior. Oh man. So I'm gonna block here and try to get rid of their acolyte. Try being the key word. Baked into a pie, number 2. Okay. Well, good thing we have all this excess mana to do nothing with. Oh man, mono green is going wonderful. We're currently 4-1. Yeah. The one game we lost, I just kept a really bad opening hand. But other than that, everything's been really cool, really smooth. This game, the opponent's kind of popping off on us. Yeah. Eating today. We need to draw some gasoline currently. But that Flaxen Intruder came in clutch. Filled up the board, stalled us out a little bit. Eating good in the neighborhood. I'm not sponsored by them. Okay, the longer the opponent does not... Oh yeah, there we go, snapper. There we go. So we've made it into the long game. I don't know what their long game strategy is. It could be devastating. But hopefully we draw into our gasoline before they do. Tempting Witch could kill us. Tempting Witch could definitely kill us. They could literally just draw, you know, if they get more food, this is non-life right here, and we're only at 11. Oh, see? Yep. That's a problem. We either have to find a way to gain some life or finish this game. It's gonna be hard to attack through all that. We gotta finish this game in like, what, 4 turns? That's not what I wanted to see, honestly. I'm gonna hold it up. I'm just gonna hold it up. We really need some gasoline to occur right now. We have 22 cars left. Like, if we could get our Throne of Eldraine tree folk, we could take off. But this guy, he has enough food to just drain us out with Tempting Witch. What a way to go. What a way to go. Yikes! Not really seeing anything we need. I'm just gonna run it out. I don't see a reason to pump anything right here. We're only a few turns from death, so gotta do something. Honestly, I don't even know if we can get out of this situation anymore. Well, last card before we die. All right. If we would have got 2 Unveiled Tree for like 2 turns ago, we would have been decent. They don't even have to block here, I don't think. 4, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, they do. Got to drop. You know, they got to block somewhere, but they got us. They got us in a variety of ways. Like even if we got damage across, they could just, you know, sack a food token the next turn. Yeah, we just played that out for funsies. Yikes. Alright, let's move on to the next game. That was stressful. Opponent did good though. They had the baked in the pies. They had 2 of the Edgewall Innkeepers. Once again, that's just another one of my nuisances in the world of Eldraine. Ooh. Before I dive back in, let me see something real quick. I think I'm gonna cut here and here. Bring in a couple more 2-drops. and create, they create a couple food tokens. See if that helps. And they block well. Like, I haven't been really enjoying, like, waiting till turn 3 to play a creature. That's just not cool. It's not what this deck is trying to do at all. Does anybody have like a favorite deck or a favorite strategy in Throne of Eldraine? Like, there's food, there's the monocolored builds, there's the draw 2 deck, and there's knights. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Knights, draw 2, monocolor, food. Oh, and mill. Mill's a pretty potent strategy in Throne of Eldraine. Okay. Maybe I underrated Curious Pair because we can just play it for its adventure, automatically have a food token ready, and put it out on turn 2. Man, the Knights are more than pretty decent. Like, when people put together good Knight decks, they are insane. Insane. Oh yeah, Adventure. So I guess there's another deck type, Adventures. But yeah, the Knights just have so much versatility. They're so aggressive. Like, I have a hard time playing against them. Next turn, yeah, the Knights do go wide, and a lot of their creatures do have the really good like adventure abilities on them. Acolyte. Just gonna play the Marrowleaf Router and hold up. This could be pretty difficult too. We can't really punch. Like, I'm seeing the problem with this build now is when we come against opponents that have kind of like a similar build and we can't punch through them. That's been an issue. The low toughness creature decks, I think like Knights would have a problem with a deck like this. Oh, no, we'll see though. Okay. So I'm just gonna kill that paladin. I don't want to deal with it at all. I'm gonna swing in with the Rider, sacrifice this food. Make it so that Acolyte has to block. Oh no. Rookie error. Rookie error. Tap is instant speed. And I just lost the food for no reason. Gotta hit him with that nice. Oops. Witch Stalker. Innkeeper. Alright. That's it. I'm gonna get Innkeeper every time. I'm learning my lesson clearly. They're using their food tokens as leverage to take extra damage. Smart. That Acolyte has been trouble. Alright, outmuscle. So even if I make that that's gonna have indestructible. It'll make it a 5. It dies regardless because it gets a counter. Yeah, this game is over. Like, we can't beat through that. We got to consider that though. How do we get through those decks that are just like us? Alright, we made it to 4 wins and then scrubbed out, but that wasn't bad. Once again, that wasn't my most efficient green deck, but I still had a lot of fun with it in the games we did go in on. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back after about 3 minutes or so.